Hey everyone, Angelo here, your favorite Coquitlam realtor with Stonehouse Realty. Before you pack your bags and move to Coquitlam, let me give you the lowdown on what it's like to actually live here. And spoiler alert, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Today, I'm going to give you the straight facts on what it's like to live in Coquitlam so you can make an informed decision before you take the plunge and plan your move to Coquitlam. Let's get right into it. Here are the 5 reasons why Coquitlam might not be the right city for you to call home. First up, let's talk about traffic. Now, Coquitlam is very, very well connected with transit. You've got both SkyTrain and the West Coast Express. But if you're in your car, especially around rush hour, congestion is definitely a factor. There are a couple of spots that get particularly trafficy, especially around 3 o'clock until about 6 o'clock. The first one is basically anywhere within a 2-block radius of Coquitlam Center. And the second one is along Lougheed Highway close to United Boulevard. Now, the reason both of these two places get very trafficy is they are the main access points for the highway, both eastbound and westbound. So lots of people coming and going depending on where they're coming from work. The morning commute to Vancouver can take longer than you might expect. If you're going from Coquitlam right into downtown, you're looking at least half an hour, but most days probably closer to 45 minutes. So if you absolutely need to be in your car, plan ahead or plan around taking SkyTrain. Because if not, Coquitlam might not be for you. All right, and speaking of Vancouver, this is reason number 2. So let's be honest, Coquitlam isn't exactly right around the corner from the downtown core of Vancouver. Now, SkyTrain is a great option to get down there, especially if you're going out for a night on the town, but getting back after a few too many $18 cocktails can be a little bit tricky. Taking an Uber from Vancouver to Coquitlam is generally pretty easy. Sometimes it's a little bit challenging to find a driver that wants to make the trek from Vancouver to Coquitlam though, and you're looking at least $40 for the trip. So try and catch that last SkyTrain, and if you're still in the stage of your youth where you like to go clubbing all the time, maybe Coquitlam's not the best fit. Now, that's not to say that there isn't anything to do in Coquitlam. I hear that all the time, and it is just simply not true. There's tons of options, from walking through the trails at Mundy Park, cycling around the Forge Lake, playing sports at Town Center, hitting up one of the great restaurants or bars. You name it, there is tons of options, especially if you like the outdoors. We even have 3 whole golf courses, which as an avid beginner golfer myself, it's great to have options. But if you're stuck thinking that Coquitlam is boring and has nothing to do, then it's definitely not the city for you. All right, number 4. Each neighborhood in Coquitlam has a very distinct feel. There's lots to choose from, and finding the right fit for you and your family can actually be a little bit harder than you'd think. If you're someone who's looking for a little bit more hustle and bustle, quick access to the SkyTrain, that sort of thing, then North Coquitlam, sort of around the town center and Coquitlam Center area, is probably the best fit for you. If you want a little bit more laid back, a little bit more of a suburban sort of family feel, then Ranch Park or Central Coquitlam are going to be the best for you, especially if you're looking for quick access to schools. And while we're on the topic of schools, I'll mention that that area is in the catchment for Dr. Charles Best Secondary, which is one of the highest ranked secondary schools in the Lower Mainland. If you'd prefer to be in sort of a newer, vibrant community, lots of young families, lots of growth, and you don't mind being a little bit farther out of the way, Burke Mountain's going to be your best bet. And if you want to get away from it all, you want to live up on the mountain, then Westwood Plateau is definitely your paradise. You've got easy access to the golf course, you've got beautiful views, nice big houses. It's phenomenal. The point I'm trying to make here is that Coquitlam has a spot for everyone. You just have to spend a little bit of time figuring out where you and your family would fit in best. If you've made it this far in the video, post up in the comment section below. I want to hear what your favorite neighborhood is in Coquitlam and why. And the last reason that Coquitlam might not be the best city for you is real estate prices. So of course, Coquitlam is going to give you better value for your money than somewhere like Vancouver, but that's not to say it's cheap. There are still lots of good deals to be had, and the good news as a buyer is that you have lots of different choices. You've got brand new condos in a burgeoning community like Coquitlam. You've got single family homes that are a little bit older but really spacious and quite grand up on Westwood Plateau, and basically everything else in between. But As with most other places, competition can be fierce. So if you're a buyer who is looking to move into Coquitlam, you need to know what you want, and you need to make sure that you've got your finances in order so that when the right home comes up, you can jump on it and you can beat out all those other buyers that want to steal your perfect home. So depending on your exact budget, Coquitlam may not actually be the best fit. That's it. Those are the 5 reasons that you might not want to move to Coquitlam. Now, if you're still interested in moving here and you want to know the insider scoop, there's a link down in the description below. You can book a time to chat with me, and I will be more than happy to dish the dirt from a local's perspective on why this is a great city to live in. And if you live in Coquitlam now or anywhere else in the Tri-Cities and you want to get the most value out of your home, I'll leave another link in the description below where you can download our full price fast track guide. It's a bunch of tips that we've honed over the years that our clients have used to get the most value out of their homes without spending a ton of money on renovations. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want more news and insights on real estate in Coquitlam and in the Tri-Cities. See you in the next one.